Start talking about this. Has everybody heard about Ayurveda? Yeah, so most of all people have heard about. Well, and this is our ancient Indian system of wellness. And Ayurveda itself is a combination of two Indian words. Ayur means life and Veda means knowledge. So this system started about 3,000 years back, and it's been used ever since. And it is still as potent now as it was when it was started. And why it was needed at that time was that that now we have all the modern aids to find what is wrong with us. In those days, people were still getting sick, but there was no way of finding what was wrong, right? So to come up with something, right? People were very intelligent in those times, and they came up with something which they compiled it and called it Ayurveda, the knowledge of life, right? And it has nothing to do with what we see it as health now, because it is not symptomatic. The modern medicine has become very symptomatic, that yes, you have a headache, you take a headache tablet, right? You have a stomachache, you take something for the stomach. It's nothing to do with that. What it works at is that it tries to go into the root cause of the problem and see what can be done in a natural way to bring that body and that person into balance. And once the person is in balance, the body has the ability to heal itself, right? So like I said, it started about 3,000 years back, right? And
is it changing, no?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just getting used to the system. Right. So in those days, you know, there were not very many things to work with, but the awareness of the people in those days was that they could see all these things around them. There was earth, right? There was water, there was fire, there was air, and there was space. Apart from this, there was nothing they could think that was there. So they thought, yes, that all these things are present in nature and all these things are present in our bodies, right? So they thought that all these things which are here, they have a certain attributes. They do a certain thing, right? That earth is very solid, right? Water is a little bit more movable. Fire burns, right? Air is even quicker, and space is there which holds everything together, right? So they started working with these 5 elements. And this, the human body is there, yes. So when they were working with it, they realized that yes, these 5 elements are there in each of us, so they put it all together to make it into human body. And they said, yes, as long as a person has all these 5 elements working in harmony, there will be nothing wrong in that person, right? Okay, so now, not everybody would be same, right? There could be some element higher in a person or the other element lower in a person, but this doesn't matter. As long as they're in harmony, everything is fine. Now, I will come to this, and then I will go towards the food aspect and then come to this later. So, with starting with the 5 elements, they were divided into 3 doshas. Doshas in our language means faults, right? So they are not faults if everything is in harmony, but they are called faults because we will only see them if there is a symptom or a fault in the system, right? If everything is in harmony, everything is working fine. There will be no pain, there will be no mucus formation, there will be no excessive bile, the skin will be fine, everything is fine. But as soon as that harmony starts moving towards disharmony, that we start noticing these minor changes. Alright, so what this did was, they put space and air together and gave it a name, Vata. Now, as you know, air is very, very fast moving, right? So the attributes of a Vata person, right, is that they are very fast in everything, right? Fast in their thinking, fast in their deeds, they eat fast, they drive fast, they talk fast, everything is fast, right? So if you will ask them to slow down, they can't operate, right? I'll come to this funny thing after I explain this, right? The second, they said fire. You can't put fire with anything else. The fire was separate, right? And the third was kapha, which is water and earth. Water and earth is like more stationary. They are not as quick as air. So that gives stability to the body, right? And kapha people are slow. They like everything in a very relaxed, gentle manner. Thank you. So everything takes time, but it gets done. But it takes time, right? Whereas vata people, everything is very quick, but it may not get done, right? And I'll give you a very funny example. There was a couple who came to me, and the wife was very vata, and the husband was very kapha. And the wife was always giving out to the man that he never gets anything done. He takes so much time. And the husband was saying, she's always flying. Even before I'm able to put my shoes, she's out of the door. You know, but this is what happens. So I tried to explain to them that it has nothing to do with that you don't like each other. It's just that how your body composition is. And if you just give grace for that, everything will work out fine. It's just we have to understand a vata personality will be so quick that the things will be done in the head even before a kapha person can lift a pen. Right? But the kapha person, you know, once they lift the pen, it will be done. But they will take their own time. You can't push them. And see, pitta person, never pick up a fight with a pitta person because you will never win. Because they have fire in their belly, right? So if a person, and see, you will also, of course, you know, doshas are there to divide, but it is not a totally physical divide. You know, we see there's a difference in emotions, there's a difference in psychological things, there's a difference in physical things. So it's a very three-dimensional picture of a person, right? But this is just one attribute that yes, if you ever pick up a fight with a person, you will never win because they can really hold up a fight. Right? But the thing is, try moving a kapha person and you can't move them, and try stopping a vata person and you can't stop them. So they all have their positive attributes, but they also are things which will be very different, marked different from each other. So like I said, I will come back to this because now we'll go on to the food aspect, right? But this is how we divide people into three different doshas, and this is what then we use to find what is wrong in that person, because a vata person, if that is out of harmony, will come up with illnesses or issues which is to do with movement, right? That everything is very quick, right? Pitta person, if fire is out of harmony, the issues that will arise will be to do with digestion, right? And kapha, if water and earth element is out of harmony, it will be to do with bile and mucus and stability, build and everything. So these are the issues that people, when they were working 2,500 years back, 3,000 years back, they were able to see that this seems to be the problem. So just by correcting that water or fire or earth element or fire element or air element, they were able to bring that person into harmony. And as soon as the person came into harmony, the body has the ability to heal itself, so the people would get better, right? Now, we seem to have lost that ability now because we have got so dependent on going for symptomatic relief. Even if we are not using the medicines, we don't have the patience to wait for our body to come in harmony. We still want, even with herbs, we still want everything to be done quickly, right? But if we start following this, you know, we will see that it takes time, but the job is done. Okay.